Hi guys, Christian with Resale Brothers here. If you're new to the channel, my brother Tony and I are a reselling duo. This year, as of October 21st, 2024 I should add, we've already done over $500,000 in sales on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. We are multi-platform sellers. In this video, we are going to be talking about the eBay algorithm.
No! God, please, no!
The dreaded eBay algorithm everybody's trying to beat. Everybody's trying to get sales and get their items seen. So in this video, we're going to show you guys our secrets to fighting the eBay algorithm. It is definitely a trial and error. It's been a lot of work for us to figure this out, but we have figured it out. We've beat the algorithm. We're getting more sales than ever before, and we're selling across multiple categories. So we're going to show you guys how we're doing it and how we've figured out how to beat the eBay algorithm in this video. Be sure to watch till the end of the video. We're going to be talking about some software that we use in this video. If you don't have that software and you think, wow, this video is not for me, that's definitely not the case. You're going to definitely still have valuable information in this video. So even if you're not using the current software that we're using, make sure you watch the video because there is valuable information in this to help you and your eBay business. But for now, we're going to end the intro here and get right into it and show you guys how we are beating the eBay algorithm. All right, guys, getting into the eBay algorithm. We've put a couple other videos out on auto posture. If you've seen those and are like, oh no, not another auto posture video, definitely keep watching. This is not a auto posture tutorial. This is going to show you guys how we are getting sales in categories that we weren't listing in before, but now we're utilizing auto posture software to get sales in these categories in a smart way that we've not heard anybody else talk about. So we're definitely the first to the punch here. I don't even know if anybody else is doing it like the way that we're doing it, but we've kind of mixed our general eBay knowledge and knowledge of the algorithm with this software just to save us time. The main reason that we're pushing the software is because it's going to save you a lot of time. You can do what we're getting ready to show you with the eBay algorithm without using this software, but it's just going to take you more time and you have to do more things manually. And you'll see as I get into this video what I'm talking about with that. And if you're already using a different cross-listing software, I know it can be daunting to change. I know if you're anybody who's a software person knows that changing software is definitely something you don't want to do unless you absolutely have to. And you can still get value out of this video. What we're going to show you using auto posture, you can still implement to whatever you're using right now. Currently, like we've tried them all. We tried Vendoo, we tried Prime Lister, we've tried List Perfectly. So we've tried all the main cross-listing softwares, and hands down, auto posture is by far the best. But like I said, if you're using that other software and you don't want to switch, still keep watching this video because what we're going to show you with the eBay algorithm is going to be pertinent to your business still, even if you don't want to switch. All right, guys, getting to the eBay algorithm. What's the one thing that every reseller always tells you? List, list, list. List every day. List consistently. Make sure that you're not taking days off. List 7 days a week. Everybody knows that you have to keep listing in order to keep getting sales on eBay. Now, what people don't necessarily talk about is the categories you're listing in. Now, a lot of people will say list in the men's category, list in the women's category. Make sure you do that every day. Make sure that you're consistent with that. But what they don't tell you is not only do you need to list in the right category, but you need to be listing in the correct subcategories. Now, what do I mean by subcategories? I'm sure most of you know what a subcategory is, but just in case you don't know all the subcategories, we have a list of the subcategories that we make sure that we list in every single day. And this has been the big game changer for us, breaking it down not only by category, but by subcategory. And we don't really see anybody else talking about this, and it's made a huge difference. Listing in every category did give us a boost in sales, right? So it still helped us just listing in the regular categories like men's, women's, kids, whatever main general category you're in. That'll still give you a boost compared to not doing it at all. So you'll still get some value out of that, but it's not going to give you the detailed and targeted results that this is going to give you. So over here, let me move my face. We have a list of categories that we list in every single day. So our sales in the women's clothing category was absolutely awful. We used to buy a lot of women's clothing, and then we kind of tapered off and specialized to men's clothing. But we still have all this women's clothing, right? So we had a bunch of women's clothing in our inventory that wasn't moving because we were not consistently listing in these women's subcategories every day. So then we decided to break it down, right? We have women's clothing. Here's our categories over here on this sheet. And we're gonna link this sheet in this video. So in the description of this video, guys, you're gonna have a link to this sheet, and you'll be able to go through your store and list in these categories as well to make sure you're hitting your subcategories every single day. But we broke it down into categories. We have women's clothing. We have blazers, coats, dresses, hoodies, jeans, pants, shirts, shoes, shorts, sweaters, t-shirts, and vests. And it goes straight down the list to the men's clothing as well. We want to make sure that we're listing in all of these subcategories every single day to where we're hitting our listing goal. And if we go through a whole day and say we've not listed any hoodies, right? Well, we're gonna have to change that. We're gonna have to make sure we list some hoodies, and I'll show you over there on Auto Posture how we fix that problem and make sure that we're listing in the hoodie category. But this has definitely been a total game changer for us, breaking everything down and analyzing the data and making sure that the items that we're selling, listing, I should say, the items that we're listing are targeted to each subcategory to get us the traffic that we want. And we've seen a crazy amount of increase in sales in the women's category specifically, because we were listing in a lot of these men's categories already, just because we have so many items we source a week. We're going to hit all these categories pretty much daily, definitely weekly. We're hitting all these categories, but the women's clothing is where we saw the biggest increase because we weren't listing in these subcategories, and then we started to, and over the course of the past couple of months, we've seen a huge increase in our sales in this category. But we'll get over to Auto Posture and I'll show you exactly how we're making sure that we list in these categories every day, even if we don't have the items on hand to list, how we're pulling our inventory and how we're being organized and strategic in our listing of our items. All right, guys, here we are over here on Auto Posture's inventory page. And like I said before, if you don't have Auto Posture, you can just pull up your regular eBay inventory page and do the exact same thing. Or if you're using another software, you can use that software's inventory page as well. But we use Auto Posture, and I'm going to show you the way that we do it, which is, in my opinion, the easiest way, by far the fastest way, but we'll get into exactly what I've been talking about. So over here on the categories list, we have women's clothing, men's clothing. If I want to pull an item, say I haven't listed any women's coats today, I see that. I'll make sure I can check this off my list. So I'll take a women's coat. So I'll go over here and just type in women's coat. Pretty easy. Go over to the inventory page. You see it's loaded 112 women's coats that we currently have active in our inventory. We've sold 69, so that's pretty decent. As you can see, they're all over here. They're all sorted kind of randomly. It's by the import created at time. If I want to filter this to my custom SKU, if you have custom SKUs, it can be a huge help. It'll do it by your SKU. So as you can see, the lowest SKU I have for a women's coat is 10,647. This item may have sold. These have already been delisted. So if I want to filter to listed, I'll click on listed instead of the ones that have sold. So now these are the ones that are listed and haven't sold. So now if I want to scroll down and see an older one, so here is a North Face jacket. It's a little older. It's in the 11,000s. That's really old for us, listed 1122. If I want to sell this item, I'm going to probably have to relist it. And the reason for that is because of the eBay algorithm and even Poshmark and Mercari's algorithm. They're all very heavily front-loaded. So if you don't sell your item within, I'd say, a couple months, a lot of times your items will get buried in the algorithm, basically eliminating your chance of selling that item at all. It's not going to sell if it's been buried. So it could be a really good item too. So it could be a great item that just got lost in the algorithm. Like this North Face jacket's pretty nice. I'm not sure, the size is not great, but it's been lost in the algorithm 100%. So this item's been lost in the algorithm. All these platforms are super heavily front loaded. So what do we do to combat that? We relist these items as if they're brand new, to where all these algorithms are going to think, oh, sweet, we got a brand new item. So let's give you some more traffic. So what we do over here on Auto Posture, super easy, super simple. Click these three little dots, click delist item. Let me move my face here. And now what this is going to do is this is pulling the items from every platform. And this is why we say it saves you a lot of time. Instead of having to manually go over to Poshmark and then take something out, and then go over to Mercari, then take it out, then go over to eBay and take it out. This is a push of a button, and it's delisting this item for you on every single platform. So as far as time saving, it doesn't get any better than that. Push continue. Now what it's doing is delisting that item right now as we speak. Boom, done. So that item has already been delisted from those platforms. Super fast, super easy. Now how we relist it is we click on these three little dots again, create from. pulls all the images, all the category information, your description, your shipping weights, everything you could possibly want. AutoParser is going to pull it from that original listing, and you're going to be able to just relist it with no problem at all. So if I go down here, scroll down, make sure everything's right. We like to do that on pretty much everything because sometimes it's a little messed up, but 9 times out of 10, everything will be filled out properly. You scroll down to the bottom. Let me move my face again. So you get to the bottom. That right there had, so if I go down here, that's Mercari. As you can see here, Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark. All those platforms on here, so you know they're being listed on every one. Click list item. Wait for a second. Boom, done. So this item has now been recreated as a brand new listing on all those platforms. So you're gonna get all that front-loaded traffic on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, like a brand new listing. And how this is different from other platforms is this is pulling up a brand new listing page, making it basically like a brand new, not basically, exactly like a brand new listing. So it's not going to be seen as an old listing that was just relisted, which if you know anything about reselling, you know that it doesn't get the same amount of traffic as a brand new listing. It just doesn't. Now, why that is, I don't know for sure. It's got something to do with the algorithms, but if you just do a relist, you don't get the same kind of traffic that you do with a brand new item. Another thing that we do when we relist something, we always mark it. So if I go over here and say I relist a women's vest, we'll type in women's vest, take out the S. We have 52 listed, 34 sold. If I relist this item here, so this is 16,531, kind of old, I'll relist it. Once I relist it, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna write the date that I relisted. So 10/21/24. That's when I relisted it. That way, when you're going through, it can be an old SKU that needs to be relisted more than once if it's not a great item. So you want to make sure you're not over relisting. As you can see, this one's been relisted 10/1. So if we have something that we've relisted already, we make sure to make a note in the box. That way we avoid over relisting items and using up credits for no reason. You want to make sure that you're efficient with your credits and you're not overspending for no reason when the item's already been relisted and already has that new front-loaded traffic. So that's how easy it is, guys. You just pull an item up by category and make sure you hit all your categories. So say maybe you don't have women's shirts or women's pants. If you don't have them, obviously you can't redo them. But like we'll do another example here. So a women's sweater. So we go over here, type in women's, paste in sweater. Now we have 221 listed. I have it filtered by SKU already, and it does save your settings, so you don't have to go through and change the filter every single time, which would be kind of annoying. So over here, we have all these women's sweaters pulled up. Now here's a Christmas sweater listed 10/22. Not really Christmas time. Wasn't really Christmas time. Actually, it was Christmas time when it was listed. But say a couple months ago, it definitely wouldn't be Christmas time. Now we're coming into Christmas season, so I'm going to want to relist it. I go over here, click delist item. Let me move my face. Continue. Boom. It's been delisted. Now I go over here, create from. Now I am going to go down, make sure everything's right. Just scroll through real quick. Yep, got the size, got the category, got the brand name, all that good jazz. Come over here. Boom, list item. And when I'm doing this, guys, this is linked to AutoParser software. So say it sells on Mercari, boom, comes out of stock on eBay and Poshmark, and you can fulfill it on Mercari, 100% automated, hands-free. You're not gonna have to worry about going through and checking this stuff. It's basically cross-listing, made easy, made fast. Doesn't get any faster than that. And as you can see, bam, this has been relisted like a brand new listing. I've done 2 listings, not even trying to go fast, in a matter of minutes. Now you can see if you were doing this trying to go fast, you could really work through a bunch of listings quick, and you could hit all these categories using AutoParser with relative ease, or you could do it manually. Like I said, this is a kind of a hack. So the subcategory thing is the algorithm hack, right? Not only should you be listing every day in every category, but you should be listing in the subcategories in which you have items. So jeans, hoodies, shorts, dresses, all that good stuff. So that's the hack. Make sure you list in the subcategories. But like I said, AutoParser makes it so much easier, so much faster. Everything's linked up. If you sell it on eBay, you don't have to worry about overselling it on Poshmark or Mercari. The software pulls that sale automatically delist it and relist it if you want to relist it. So auto posture definitely has been a total game changer for us. It saved us so much time. It kind of opened up our eyes to the subcategory thing, because we're like, wow, this software is so easy to list an item on. Why don't we see if listing in these, instead of having them, because if you have to manually do it, it takes a lot of time. And if you're a small shop, yeah, it's pretty easy. But if you have 12,000 items like our store, it can be super cumbersome and take just a ridiculous amount of time to where you're like stressed out because you're not getting everything you need to get done because you're trying to relist these items and hit every category, and then it can be overwhelming. So anything we can do to take time off of our schedules and give us more time to do other things, we always try to utilize that if at all possible, which is why we use auto posture. As you can see, saves you a ton of time, makes everything super easy and automated. But this hack will work on any other software you're using. It won't be as smooth and as streamlined as auto posture, but it can still be done, and it will definitely still increase your sales and beat the algorithm. We're selling, I mean, we're up 150% in certain categories because we're listing in them when we weren't before. Has made a gigantic difference. And when I say it's made a huge difference, it's not like, oh, instead of selling 10 women's dresses, we're selling 15. It's like we went from selling 0, like none at all, not one, to selling 20. I mean, like the difference is huge when you're listing something and selling something in a category that you don't list in consistently. The difference is absolutely remarkable. It's 100% a fact that's been helping us. It's not conjecture. We're not just guessing here. This is a lot of data, a lot of us tracking things and making sure that it's 100% accurate. And that's one of the reasons why we're so happy with auto posture. And if you've watched this video and you want to try out auto posture, we can save you 15% if you go through our link in the description, or you use the code ResaleBros. You'll get 15% off if you want to try it out. You can also do the free trial and check out the free trial and just see if you like it. See, honestly, just do some cross listing with it and you'll be like, wow, this is super easy and worth the switch. Like I said, we've tried Prime Lister, we've tried Vendoo, we've tried all of them. Pretty much any reselling software you can think of, we've tried it. And this is by far the best one that we've found. Like I said, guys, if you like this video and if you got anything out of it and you want to try out auto posture, check our link in the description. And if not, if you just got this list, so say you got this categories list and you like it, give us a thumbs up on the video and comment to help drive the algorithm. We would definitely appreciate it. But that's all we have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and be on the lookout for more auto posture videos or more videos in general. We have a couple more tips and tricks on auto posture that can help you utilize it to its fullest degree. But we're going to end this video here, guys. It's getting a little long. So thanks for watching. And to the next video, we'll see you guys later.